Intruder alert! The mission into the digital plane was a smashing success.
Using my rocket skates, flip myself to where I'm upside down next to the train, and then I just take that like glitch and I swing my staff, knocking it down in there.
The tracks that had been appearing beneath it completely fall away like ash. Right before the train hits the ground, you see the mailer demon stick his head out from the back and it goes, "Curse you, K-Up!" There is the big get us the hell out of here button that has been installed in the Vagabond.
I'm going to punch that bad boy.
But getting home has proven to be more difficult than anticipated.
All of a sudden, you are back in the material plane. The planar shift has caused significant damage. All that seems to be left right now are thrusters, life support, and minimal navigation. Out the front window, there are stars everywhere.
I would like to see if I can establish where we are.
You are near the center of the universe.
If the lighthouse is sending people back in time, the idea of someone getting stranded in time feels like a possibility.
You know that the P.O. Box exists from the beginning of time to the end of time.
The P.O. Box. Yes. Okay. Could you load a message onto Brian and send Brian out to try to find the P.O. Box, find a signal to the P.O. Box?
You see a laser blast and Brian explodes.
No!
A single pilot starship latches itself to the hull. There's someone in the ship right now. He holds out this staff that he is holding, and he fires a fireball.
What's your name?
My name is Space Wizard. Some sort of computer system within the ship is being accessed right now.
While he's trying to invade our ship, I'm going to try to do a little switcheroo and invade his ship.
You are able to place that tracker. Space Wizard's ship departs through the portal.
It's all right, everyone. Brian's gonna save us.
The crew may be battered and bruised, but never beaten, and always good chaotic.
You've all been through a lot lately. Between the digital plane of existence and then the attack by Space Wizard, you've been through a lot. You're basically lost at sea, and unfortunately, Brian is also lost to the sea, unbeknownst to Trip. However, you've all decided that it makes the most sense for you to travel to the center of the universe, as it is the closest location for you to attempt rescue. It will be about 8 hours by your slower than light engines, and a couple of hours have passed, so you've got a little bit of rest to recuperate. You're still hurt, you're still stressed, but it's time for a chaos tradition. It's time for family dinner. From a mechanic standpoint, we are going to be doing a home cooking scene. However, the players are going to get this one for free. No cred will be charged to them, and we're going to see what a Chaos family dinner looks like. So you're all in the galley, and take it away.
I think right now, Trip, having been told that Brian was shot down, is probably sad.
And what is Trip doing? You've managed a very... You've pointed the ship in the right direction, so you don't need to actively be in the cockpit, but also you don't have a regular autopilot going right now. So you are free to move about the cabin.
Honestly, I think that one of the things that helps Trip with loss is he having something to focus on. So I think he's in the cockpit right now. I think he's at the cockpit. I think he's keeping an eye on the road, as it were. He doesn't need to be. It's a set course. But I think that having that to focus on and having, a clear line of sight on the road ahead gives him something to think about that is not Brian.
Okay.
I think Killsphere is in the galley preparing food. I picture just like vegetables on like a cutting board, and then Killsphere hovers over them, and then a perfect laser grid just sort of goes through the vegetables and cubes them.
That's awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent choices.
So yeah, Killsphere is just like cubing various elements down for some kind of stew. I don't know.
Incredible.
I think that I think for the first couple of hours when we were just drifting, I think that I have been like aimlessly, not aimlessly, like I think like I've been like in this like bubbled up energy, like I'm like an animal in a cage, sort of, just like anxious and what I'm looking for a word that I can't think of, but it's like kind of rambunctious and just I'm like pacing, and I think that I keep coming back to like the navigation and like tracking things, and I keep trying to find ways to triangulate where Space Wizard went off to when he opened that curtain in space and disappeared. And I think that anybody who's paying attention to me will immediately know that what I'm trying to do is figure out if there's a way that I can go after him. And so I don't know if anyone's paying enough attention to know that, but I will say out of character, I'll give you that free. It's not subtle what I'm doing, but in character, I don't think anyone notices. I'm just like focusing on things. And I think I'm just recklessly doing it. And I think after a while, I think Killsphere, if I can pitch this to you, I think you caught that energy coming off of me and you gave me a mashing job in the kitchen. So like I am currently like I'm working with like a mortar and pestle basically, and you keep giving me things that need to be mashed down to be put into like a stew or something, and I'm making like a what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but you're making some sort of like weird like just giving me ingredients to like mash. I keep wanting to say a poultice, and it's not the word I'm looking for, but like
No.
you're having me like be the person who like is making like things down into like minced up materials and stuff like that, because you just know that I need the energy, and that's what I'm doing.
I'm just picturing you with like a hammer tenderizing a cauliflower.
Yes.
I don't know why, but it's the flattest you've ever seen a cauliflower.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It's like a sheet of legal paper.
And BB?
BB is going to be patching herself up in her room, because I don't know other people's harm levels, but I know on my chart I'm like at a very, very severe level of like not okay. So while she probably is one of the regular cooks in the kitchen, she's not going to be this time. So she's managing herself up. I would say this might be the one time Steven, the negative slime, is probably a little less sassy with her while he's directing where these different ointments, shout out Tiger Balm, and other bandages are going while she's just patching herself up.
Yeah, from Steven, the slime. I know it's against my nature, but if you need anything, you ask. I mean, I'm just saying, I wouldn't have gotten hurt. But I'm sorry, again, it's my nature.
It's all right, Steven. I'm just very tired right now, and I need you to see if anything's on my back, because I can't see back there. What does it look like?
I'm no medical slime, all right? You need me to knock someone down a peg, you call Steven, but you want me to get one of the others?
Yeah, wake up, Doreen.
Roll 2 dice. We're going for slime table.
Incredible.
5 and a 4.
Doreen.
So a 9 total?
Doreen.
Yes, 9 total.
Okay, good. Doreen the Bliss slime zhuzhes out of her little canister and said, "Oh, hey, baby, I heard you got a little beat up. Oh, no. Oh, baby girl."
All right, Doreen, I need you to lend me a hand right now. I can't quite see all the injuries.
Oh, anything. Again, I'm not a medical expert, but you know what? Let's do some deep breathing. Let's center your mind, and let's think positive thoughts. Hey, Steven, get the fuck out of here. I don't need your negativity. Anyway, breathe, and you can all hear this from the other parts of the ship. Like Doreen, the Bliss slime, is leading BB in guided meditation.
Wait, so do all the slimes talk now, not just the talking slime? Okay.
We needed a character, so
I vote slime spinoff. I'm pro slime spinoff.
I'll build a slime hutch on my farm. All
Secret
right.
of the use.
Damn, that's pretty good.
You just see BB crisscross applesauce holding what is the essence of Doreen in her little paws, and they're inhaling and exhaling together. And as Doreen inhales and exhales, she expands. Because that's, I guess, the essence of a bliss slime. It just blows like as like a big inflatable balloon or a ball that they usually have in therapy for those sessions, and then she decreases in size whenever they breathe out. It's very cute.
And as you hold on to her, she does this, you get kind of the feeling of bliss does transfer into you because you are making contact with Doreen. And so you are actually feeling a little bit better. You're still hurt, obviously. You're safe from an actual concussion, but this is helping. You're feeling maybe a little bit more like yourself right now.
Excellent. The plan's working.
All right, so we've got vegetables cooking. We've got some sort of mash happening. Is this what we're having for dinner tonight?
Yes, there's going to be a sort of space ratatouille, a space stew, and of course, spaced smashed cauliflower.
I feel like that last one was not originally on the menu.
Shh.
Chase has to get her rage out somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and do you ring a dinner bell? What happens?
Killsphere is the dinner bell. There's a huge, like too large for the size of Killsphere, too large for the size of the ship, like Big Ben dong that rings through the entire ship ominously. That means it's dinner time.
Since I'm in the room with you when it happens, I jump back. Like,
you're holding a glass and it shatters in your hand.
yeah.
Dinner is ready now.
I'm cleaning up the glass.
Thank you, Chase.
I think Trip reluctantly moves into the dining area because Trip knows that if he doesn't, Killsphere's just going to make that sound again. And it is a deeply resonant and unpleasant sound.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dinner is ready. As I have previously stated, do not make me say it a third time.
I'm in the room already.
Thank you, Chase.
I have finished cleaning up the glass.
BB sidles in with a wooden bowl because, it's BYOB night. Bring your own bowl.
Thank you, BB.
Technically, it's BBYOB. BB, bring your own bowl.
BBBYOB in that case. Too many B's.
BBBYOBB. It's bring your own bowl, baby.
This title's only getting worse as we. The title of this episode is only getting worse as we continue the bit.
That's actually the new title. The title of this episode's only getting worse as we continue.
So Killsphere is going to perfectly fire 3 plates of various sizes at the table. There's like a big plate for Trip, a medium plate for Chase, and a small plate for BB, I guess.
This one's just right.
This one is just right. Okay. Yes, and similarly, we'll dispense various silverwares via an inbuilt dispensing system.
I would like the general audience to know that BB doesn't use utensils. She just eats with her mitts.
I think that's heavily implied by the fact that you are a beaver.
But
Killsphere
hey,
still fires.
you still fire utensils at me?
Yeah, I think Killsphere still fires like 3 or 4 spoons.
Make
towards
a
you.
scrap roll.
Hopefully.
No, I'm kidding.
we must keep up appearances.
This isn't the episode fork stand. Jeez, it's the politely dispensing spoons. That's for my bear fans.
Love it. I'm into
Pitched
it.
Spoon and Villainy.
Oh, that was our 5th title of the episode, folks. We're in trouble now. Okay, so should I want to roll something to see if Killsphere can actually cook well, or if this is just
that's
like
a great question.
Yes.
Yeah, great idea. Go ahead. Tell me what skill that would be. This is going to be a controlled standard.
Hack.
okay.
Because you hacked up the ingredients.
I was actually, funny enough, I could call this a scrap roll, which I'm very good at.
I almost want to aid Killsphere in words of encouragement.
It's funniest if I do scramble just because it's the word scramble, I think.
I like
have
that a lot.
0 in it, so I have the worst chance of this going well. So yeah, I'm going to do scramble.
I think the word I was looking for earlier was compote. Like, I think it's COMPOT. Like that.
Yes.
That's what I was looking for.
There you go. You made a fantastic cauliflower compote that is not becoming compost right now. Don't worry. We're all eating it. It's on the table.
Yeah.
Got a 1.
Oh, no!
Food's bad, folks.
Considering Killsphere has never eaten, it's kind of impressive, but it's pretty much just cubed raw vegetables. That's it. It's a kid's nightmare, basically.
It's Star Trek TOS food cubes.
Amazing.
I think that as I was going, I think as I saw they were just using raw vegetables, and then I was just kind of going behind them and going, let's just adjust this a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
Okay, with the scramble, I got the success with the complication.
Okay,
And the complication is like, I hurt Killsphere's feelings.
Basically, you don't know when Killsphere is or is not looking, but
Okay.
when you can best guess Killsphere is not looking, you're basically just throwing spices.
Okay.
Just freehand.
Yeah.
Because BB has been on this long trip with Killsphere for a while, and this has happened every now and then, she has readily brought some Old Bay seasoning in her body
my
pocket
God.
pouch, and she is surreptitiously under the table passing it to everybody, just so that they can, spice of life. We love some Old Bays.
At this point, it'd be absolutely, ancient bay. Or...
Well, they reformulated the recipe at some point in the future, so it's a new Old Bay.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say this earlier. It's from Animal Earth. Actually, the same scientist, Tiger Balm, reformulated the Old Bay in the new timeline. Yeah, so it's just a big tiger in a lab coat.
Yes.
The slogan for New Old Bay is "They're great."
Yes. It's just this one tiger. This one tiger has a monopoly on all of these things.
All right, well, everybody roll to survive my cooking.
No, I'm not going to have you do that.
Well, I would like to start this meal.
I would like to say grace.
Yes, sort of. I would like to start this meal with a moment of silence in remembrance of Brian.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
We all appreciate Brian's sacrifice, and hopefully we can build a second equally good Brian later, if that's what you want.
We Brian Mark II. We Brian. There'll be two eyes in there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah. Or I could swap out the R for a 2.
No, we're getting away from it.
We're getting a little too Mithrigan right now. A little too Mithrigan on this. I don't know. Mithrigan 2.
They will never replace Brian. Brian was one of a kind. There's no one else like Brian, and there never will be ever again. Let's build another identical Brian.
Here.
Killsphere, I think, is going to turn to BB and say, secondly, I would also like to apologize for my outburst during the mission, repairing the comm system, which definitely occurred in character and was not Michael freaking out.
Oh, Killsphere. You know you could never make me mad, but when those marbles shake up too much, I'm not always there, so you gotta be a little patient with this little slow pudding, but I appreciate you always for thinking of my feelings. And she takes Killsphere's body with her two little paws and kind of presses it to her cheek and nuzzles it a little bit and then releases them.
I like to imagine there's a little bit of sauce on the side of Killsphere's face because of the eating with your hands.
Yes.
Yeah, Killsphere floats away and surreptitiously wipes themselves on a napkin on the table and then continues around.
I think you actually Killsphere. Sorry, I think you got a little Doreen on the side of your. Yeah.
Apologies, Doreen.
Doreen, go back home. You're not supposed to be at family dinner. Go to your cage.
all right. I guess this is what I get for helping. But you know what? I'm happy with who I am.
I'm imagining now the slimes are gelatinous cubing their way through the kitchen and absorbing all the food.
Yeah, all of the peels from the vegetable.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes,
that's
there
how we
are
get rid of it. I love
compost.
it.
That's perfect.
Brilliant.
There are
We solved the
composters.
compost situation.
There we go.
Perfect.
Well, I cooked. Who's cleaning?
I will. I'll clean. Yeah. So I start cleaning because I think I still have a lot of manic energy. So anything I can do to keep, because otherwise I'm going to go out of my mind and steal a ship and go after the Space Wizard guy. So I'll steal my own ship. But yeah, so I'm anything I can do to keep my hands busy, I'm doing it.
Okay, great. Now it is time for everyone to make the vice roll.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Okay. I rolled 10 total, 2 5s, and I have 4 stress.
Oh, I'm sorry. You only clear based on the highest result.
Oh, then I 5. Then I still overrolled. I overrolled by 1.
Okay.
I had 3 stress and I rolled a 2. So I am safely chilling out.
BB had 5 stress and she rolled a 5. She's perfect. Oh, so Dinner and Doreen and Steven actually being kind helped her out.
Amazing.
I overindulged because I had no stress and I rolled a 4. So what do? I get into a fight, right?
Yeah. So dinner was nice, but now afterward, as Chase is cleaning, yeah, you're feeling a little off, and so is Trip. It's not the food.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that Okay, so we have to have a fight. Okay.
We have to have a fight.
Okay. You're a poopy head. No, I think that I'm
You should steal the ship. You should steal the ship. That's how you're you're so hyper focused. You should.
Oh, wow.
I do know how to file it. I do know how to fly it. It's just I push a button apparently. I think that while I'm cleaning, you're still in the galley area where I was, and then you come across this documents that I had that I was like plotting out where this thing was and like figuring out like you kind of figure out that I was planning on taking the stalker and piecing out and going after Space Wizard by myself.
So I walk up to you and go, hey, what's this all about?
What? It's just I was just like thinking about stuff. That's all.
Oh, you're just thinking?
Yeah.
This is just thought. This is theory? This shockingly, simultaneously under and over detailed plan for going after that space wizard that we saw. I don't know the name. I know that they're a wizard from space.
That's what they call themselves. It's fine.
That's fine. All right. So, but here's the thing, yeah? On your own?
Look, I held back, and if I hadn't, I could have gone after him. I keep pulling back because everybody is telling me that I can't be the run and gun person, but every time that I hold back, someone like that gets away.
So you think going off and doing this on your own instead of working as a group, as a unit, as a family, you think that's the move? You think that's the play?
I don't want anybody else to get hurt.
Listen, hey, not long ago, I confided in you that I was having some issues with Killsphere. We've reconciled that because you know what? We work better as a group. Okay, that's the thing that I learned, and I learned that in part thanks to you. Okay, if you're going to go off and fly on your own and cause, I'm not saying you're incapable. I'm saying we are better as a unit. Okay, you can't go off and do things solo. You're going to get yourself killed.
I'm good on my own. Yes, we are a good family and we all do good things, but my skill set is strong. Who was on the train while you were all up in the ship? Me. I was on the train, and what did I do? I stopped the train. So now this guy came in, he took something from us, he hurt BB, and then he pieced out, he killed Brian. So sorry that I want to solve that problem by using my talents at the best of my ability to do so.
You are not solving the problem by getting yourself killed.
Well, I'm not going to get myself killed because I know what I'm doing and I'm good at it. So that's why I want to use my skills for what I'm good at.
So what you're saying is that Brian wasn't good at what he does. Is that what you're saying?
Brian's not good at what I do. Brian was not a fighter. Brian was an infobot.
Do you know, you did not do the train thing alone, okay? You were not riding solo on that. You had backup, you had support, you knew you had other people there. If you fly off on your own, we're not there, okay? We won't know where you're going. I know, because I've looked at the notes, all right? Because thank you for leaving those out where I can see them. But also, don't do it. It's stupid. I hate to be mean, and I get where you're coming from. You are emotional, you are angry, and I get that. Channel that constructively, okay? And the best way to do that is to work together.
Fine, whatever. And then I kind of storm off. But I think that, do we have to roll for this or is this all roleplay? Okay. I think that what you said made sense and snuck into me. I think this was me falling back on my bad habits from the past, which is what led me on this scene to begin with. But I think I'm being too stubborn to actually acknowledge that, like, yes, what you said was right, but I also know that, like, I'm beaten a little bit. Yeah. And I also know that, like, if I try to take my ship now, you're going to be watching me. So,
Trip pulls out the note app on his comms device and opens up a document called Arguments 1 and increases the number from 6 to 7 and heads back to the cockpit.
Does BB and Killsphere hear this argument, or are they none the wiser?
I feel like it would be hard to miss from the volume.
Trip's not trying to be quiet at all.
Cool. BB's gonna try to find Chase. Should I roll to see if I'm successful or not?
Nope. You find me. I'm basically being a sulky teenager. I went to my quarters. So yeah, I don't think it's that hard to find me. I think that I stormed off loudly enough that it was not hard to follow the trail of where I went.
So BB follows Chase's to her quarters, and I'm assuming she's probably tucked up in bed somewhere. That's kind of the petulant teenager thing to do. So BB crawls up next to her and kind of lays on her chest like a cat does, and I'm sure Chase is not looking at her on purpose because it's that thing of like, somebody is trying to be nice to me, and I swear to God, I'm gonna be obstinate right now. And so she's just kind of brushing Chase's hair lightly with her paws and going, "You want to talk about it?"
I think so. last time I was in my quarters, I hadn't decided yet what my look was going to be for it yet. So I think I'm still trying it out, but I think because of the current situation, it definitely has like a emo teenager kind of vibe to it. Like it looks like maybe like a bit of a rock hall or like a record store kind of vibe. Like there's like lots of like different eras of music posters on the wall and stuff like that. So I think when you found me, I was kind of sulking up. It was like a little nook that I've made that has like, I have like headphones on. And so I've been listening to some sort of like futuristic, moody music for angsty teens. And I'm like doing that. And and that's what I call sulking. And I'm so I'm like doing that. So as you're like, so I think like as you're talking to me and kind of like rubbing my hair, like I kind of like slide the headphones off because I realize you're talking to me. And then when you say that, do you want to talk about it? I say, what is there to say? Obviously, no one trusts me to do what I'm good at. So what does it matter?
I don't think it's that at all, sweetheart. I think we know how capable you are. But we want to make sure that we see you tomorrow. Does that make any sense? We really care about who you are and that you stay here with us because we value what you do. But sometimes, you know, that temper of yours takes the best of you, which is okay. We know how mad Killsphere can get when they don't get to podcast, but we don't need to talk about that right now. Do you get what I'm saying to you? You are the shiniest seed in this small field that we have, and we can't risk losing you.
But I'm good at what I do, and you gave me that tracker, and if I had just kept it on me, you wouldn't have been able to follow the tracker to where I was. But because I held back, I could be where Space Wizard is right now, and I could be solving the problem. But instead, I'm sitting here waiting to find out what we can do about it. We're stranded, and we don't know where he went and what he's doing with the information he stole from us. We don't even know what he stole from us.
True, but we have each other right now. And if you were out there with him, well, we'd be missing one real important piece of this cookie that we have here. You know, cookies aren't so sweet without the sugar.
Dang, I like that.
I do like that a lot. I think I'm more of the sea salt on a cookie, but I like that. I like the analogy. And I think that sinks in a little bit, and I take it to heart.
If you need Doreen, you know where to find her. She did an excellent job today with me, but I know what you like with your space music, so you just play a few of those records and you'll be right as rain. You want me to talk Trip?
Yeah, if you want to. I think I know what I can do to kind of make things better between us, but I can't do it until we get our power back. I need some smatter to help him.
Well, I hope you know you have the biggest heart I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of big hearts. But yours is special, so just keep that in mind, okay? All right, well, I gotta go give Steven his bath. Don't mind me. And BB just saddles out.
Thank you, BB.
BB saddles out of Chase's room, and she's getting, like, gloves on to go give Steven a bath.
Again, the picture in my mind is just gloved BB with, like, one of those scrub brush, like, sponge end brushes, like, chasing down the hallway after a thing. Like one of the Mucinex guys is what I'm picturing, you know? Oh, my God. It's perfect.
So funny.
It's time for your Steven scrub. Yeah, so Killsphere is going to return to Trip. Are you back in the cockpit?
Yeah, I think I'm in the cockpit at this point. Yeah,
makes sense. Killsphere will return to the cockpit and sort of into their little kind of cup holder socket in the cockpit and talk to Trip.
I've been picturing this, by the way. You know how in The Sound of Drums and Last of the Time Lords, the Doctor Who season 3 finale, where the Toclophane, there's a bit when they fly in to see the Master, and it kind of, this pole extends up and it kind of parks. I imagine that there's one of those that extends from the cup holder when Killsphere wants to be like eye level with whoever's in the cockpit.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Similarly, it is an easy way to replace the CG effect with the practical.
Yeah.
Anywho, no wait, Doctor Who.
Specific Who.
It's actually, it's really specific Who. Trip. I wanted to discuss, I am feeling guilt over how we dispatched the mailer demon. Did we kill him?
You know, that's a good question. it's hard to, with digital beings like the Mailer Demon, it is hard to tell. We don't really know what their life is. And if it can even be called life. I mean, I don't want to presume and say that we didn't. I don't want to assume and say that we did. When you make assumptions, you make an ass out of you and assumptions. And I think that
There.
But at the same time, this is someone who, or something, whatever that particular entity identified as, that was trying to do us harm. And I think that we had to do what we had to do to complete the mission and keep our heads. And sometimes this job is not as clean as we would like it to be. In an ideal universe, everyone gets out, okay, no one gets hurt. But not everyone is on the level. And sometimes hard choices have to be made. It's difficult and it's not fair, but that's the job.
So yes, I did kill him.
Well, let me ask you this. How does that make you... I've known you a little while. I'm not entirely sure how you pass and feel emotion. So I'm just going to say, how does that make you feel? Like, what's your state of being as a result of that act?
I do not feel good,
All right.
but I believe that in itself is a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, I 100% agree. Here's the thing. If you came out of that interaction and you felt nothing, that would be horrible. If you came out of that interaction and you felt good, that would be terrible. Every loss of life in its way is a failure on our part. But there are circumstances and situations where it is regrettably unavoidable in our line of work. We do what we can. I don't want to hurt anyone. I do not want to see anyone killed. But it comes with the territory. All we can do is our best, yeah? You know what I mean?
I do.
And
Thank you, Trip.
you're welcome. And again, you're feeling it, and that's no bad thing. And as long as you can remember how this feels on this occasion, maybe that'll help, right your ship the next time we encounter someone who wants to, cut us into tiny squares or whatever it was he wanted to do.
Something weird with mail envelopes. It was
I
funky.
honestly, I really lost the plot on what he was conceptually like 20 minutes in, and I haven't retained it since. And that's not a failure on, like, I don't know, I'm not a spiritual person. I don't believe in any kind of like God or like all-seeing like entity that controls our actions or has an impact on the consequences of our choices. But if there were, I would not want them to feel bad about what I just said, because that's really more on me. That's not about this hypothetical creative force in the universe that pushes us forward.
That makes perfect sense, and we can probably stop there as well.
I think that's
Trip.
good. I think that's about as much lampshading as I want to do this episode.
Fantastic work.
Thank you. So we're on course to the center of the universe, right? And I've seen Chase's notes, right? About where Space Wizard could possibly have gone.
I did put a tracker on his ship.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
If I were to program in a little detour, how would that impact we've got 6 hours left of this 8-hour journey, right?
No, it's closer to, you're getting close to the end of the journey.
Okay. How much of a detour would it be if I were to take that data and just give us a little nudge towards Space Wizard?
Because your faster than light engines are not going, any sort of distance right now is going to be probably more than someone's lifetime.
Okay. Well, then what I would like to do then is I want to feed Chase's information into the main navigational computer so that as soon as our faster than light drive is up and running, we can basically just like hit the hollyhock button and just zoop straight over to Space Wizard.
That's easy because this was sort of like in-house technology that you have deposited with Space Wizard.
Sorry, Dan, sorry to interrupt you there. We're not in a house, we're in a spaceship.
Hey, man, remember a moment ago when you said you didn't want to lampshade anything else this episode?
Oh, so you want to lampshade something?
Because these tots were tatered in-house, it's very easy for you to...
You're telling me a Dan game master this?
You're telling me a tot tatered these?
It's very easy to. You're very familiar with the navigation system, so yeah, you're able to load it in, and it's doing calculations, but it really can't set a course right now because again, you're running at extremely limited capacity. But yeah, that's in the computer system right now.
I'm kind of imagining too. I don't know if this is accurate, but I'm feeling if Space Wizard has this kind of like space curtain thing that they're doing, like going through like jump gates. I'm imagining that the tracker for him is like going over here and then going over to this area and going to like it's probably not staying in one space for too long, I imagine.
Trip, from the cockpit, there's a indicator light flashing with a gentle beep, and you look straight ahead, and off in the distance, it's probably going to be about another 20 minutes, but there it is. Right ahead of you is the center of the universe.
Thank you for listening to Good Chaotic. The Good Chaotic crew is Châu Kate Lê, Ben Paddon, Riley Silverman, and Michael Nixon. Our GM is Dan Peck. Our theme music was created by Daphne Sacklines. Follow us on social media at Good Chaotic Pod, or join us in our Discord to hang out with other fans, share fan art, and talk about the episodes. If you'd like to help support the show, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you get your podcasts, or by becoming a patron at patreon.com/goodchaoticpod. And also, tell your friends. It really helps us get the word out and get new listeners. Until next time.
I think right now I'm very firmly in. I'm listening to Space Chapel Roan and whatever Space Moona.
Chapel Clone. We established that earlier. Yeah.
Whatever like sad girl music I have right now is playing in my headphones. And
Clone is amazing. Hi, everybody. Michael here. This week's episode came up just a little bit short, only in terms of time and in no other way. So we wanted to provide you a special bonus preview, literally a preview of bonus content. This is going to be the XP Extra episode 20.5. The whole thing will come out next week for our paid fleet members. But for everybody here, we wanted to give you just the XP part and then a little tease at the end for what comes next. Anyway, thanks again for listening, and here is that preview.
hey, everybody, welcome to the XP Extra. Following which episode is this, Dan?
20.
Episode 20. Wow, look at that. Tentatively titled Family Dinner, but it may be, wow, that's what I call sulking. It may be BBYOBB. But yes. I think Family Dinner is probably what we're going to land on. But we have probably a pretty short one this time, because it was a pretty short episode, so I don't think we leveled up a ton of XP. But yeah, why don't we start with Ben? So Ben, how do you think you did on your 3 questions?
Great question. Thank you for asking. So my first thing is you addressed a tough challenge with speed or flair. I don't think I did that. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I feel like
I would say that, yes.
Yeah, I think I did that with both.
As the person
Chase
you
and
were expressing
Killsphere.
it to, especially,
Yeah.
I think you did, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think take 2, 1 for me, 1 for...
that was my thought process. Yeah,
that's a good point.
And then you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. I don't think I did that.
No.
So where do I want to put my points? I'm going to put them in playbook advancement. I haven't done a lot of that. Okay.
All right. Michael, how did Killsphere fare this episode?
Pretty good, surprisingly. I got an extra in prowess because oh wait, do I not get the prowess for the scramble roll unless it's a specific thing?
Has to be desperate.
Desperate, so that's definitely not it. Okay. I'm glad I asked. But I was thinking on my 3 questions, in terms of addressing a tough challenge with force or threats, I chopped the crap out of those veggies.
Yeah, but you got a 1.
I failed on that. Yeah, you're so right. Gosh, you're so right. Okay. Then my second one, my beliefs, drives, heritage, background. I had a pretty solid conversation with Trip about that. So I think I'll just take 1 there. I'm going to put it in playbook advancement. Oh, and I also, my third question didn't do any vice or trauma stuff. I'll podcast later. So I'm just going to put 1 in my playbook advancement, which means I'm 1 away, which is very exciting. Stay tuned.
Nice.
I don't know why I did that like that. I'm sorry.
No, I'm actually going to save it. I mean, it's your ringtone now.
Oh, no. Dan, don't
All
send
right.
him that audio.
Yeah. All right. So now well, we have to because he's editing the thing.
Oh, no!
Yeah. All right. Let's go over to Joe, our foreign correspondent. Joe.
Do we want to provide some context?
Yeah, in case Joe sounds unusual in this past episode or this one, Joe is the only one of us recording remotely right now, and so there's like a tiny bit of delay on Joe's thing. So if her audio sounds different than the 4 of us, that's why. And now it's happening here. Yeah.
And we're doing it because we're trying to be responsible with the bunch of like colds and stuff going around. Didn't want to get anybody sick here. So I was looking at all of my challenges that I could have marked XP for, and the only one that I really expressed was expressing your beliefs, just like everybody else with Chase. And as much as I love these other special abilities, because I was going to put it in my playbook advancement because I'm 1 point away from getting a new ability. As much as I love some of these other abilities, I have to stay true to who really BB is. And I think that means that I really have to get that special ability of the mechanic's heart, which is when you speak from your heart, your words can reach even the most hardened criminals and you gain potency.
Oh, I love that.
So, and I guess that's kind of the heart of a lot of my characters, and maybe it's because I'm a big lover myself, but she's kind of the heart and soul of this chaos crew, it seems like. She's mama, if nothing else. And I really love that for her. I really do. I think that's kind of special. So she now has the ability of the mechanic's heart as well as a construct whisperer.
Excellent. All right. So that leaves me, and so Dan, can I say that I was making a desperate roll to season the vegetables when Killsphere desperately trying to save dinner? No, I don't think I was kidding, but that would be pretty funny. But yeah, so my 3 questions: you addressed a tough challenge with charm or audacity. Was it pretty audacious of me to season the vegetables when Killsphere? I won't do that.
No, unfortunately.
I did not do that. I did not express my beliefs, heritage, or background. My drives, maybe.
I would argue that you did, because you believe that you can go and solve this problem on your own.
Yeah.
And you made a pretty strong case. It was wrong, but you still expressed it.
I agree with you, but the reason why I'm not taking a point for that is because I'm already taking a point for the exact same thing for struggle issues, my vice or traumas.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I can double dip the XP. And
that makes sense.
I think it makes more sense that I struggle issues, my vice or traumas during the session. So I think that is where I'm at with that. So I think I'll take that. I think it's fair to say I took 2 points for that because with you, or I could say that like I did it once with you and then the other one with BB, and one was trauma and one was especially my drives or whatever. But yeah, that's the reason why I did. It was like I'd already earmarked that experience.
That's right. That makes sense.
So that does get me 1. I'm gonna put 1 in my playbook advancement because that gets me my playbook advancement filled up. So, but I'm also gonna put the other one into insight. So that's getting a little bit closer to being filled. So I only have 2 more to go for insight. That's my lowest score, but I feel like there probably should be some insight there for Chase because she is a face character. So we'll see where that goes. I didn't pick out ahead of time what playbook advancement I was going to take. So let me see here. I think I'm going to take Daredevil, because it seems the most fitting to what's been happening right now, which is when you make a desperate roll, I may choose to take +1 dice to my roll, but if I do that, I don't get to mark XP. So like it's a real like trust for me, because it's like, okay, like sometimes I do that. Like sometimes the nice thing about making desperate rolls as Chase, it actually is better for me because I both get, and I basically get a free gambit every time I do it. So this will be like, okay, I can do this, but I won't get the XP. So that kind of like, I like it as a balancing thing. I think that it kind of makes it's not like just an unlimited like gambit generator, an XP generator for me. So I think I'm going to take that because it means I have the option to make a move possibly more potent. But if I do, then I don't get as much of I get a short-term benefit instead of a long-term benefit. So I'm going to, I think I still get the gambit when I do that. Yeah. But yeah, so that makes the most sense to me of the things that I have on this, especially because like I have one that's like for special armor, but we haven't really used special armor yet in this, so I don't really know how that works exactly mechanically. So I'm just gonna avoid the one that gives me a boost to it. So I don't understand what that. It's like that the Susie Izzard bit that's like, I told them we didn't want any Deutsche Markies. I'm like, no, it's money. We want that. We want that. Call them back and get the money back. But yeah, that is it. And so I believe our friend Joe had a recommendation for a sci-fi property that you should check out. So I'm going to send it back over to reporting live from the scene of the incident. We have Châu Kate Lê.
And Michael here again at the end. If you want to hear Joe's recommendation, just subscribe to our Patreon. If you become a paid backer, you get an XP extra each week in between the regular episodes. And you also get a bunch of cool extra stuff we've done so far, including an interview with Riley about writing a big finish, as well as a talk with the beta testers, which were a group of folks that Dan put together to play a sort of game before the game, getting ready for Scum and Villainy. There's all kinds of very cool stuff there, so hopefully you will check it out. Anyway, thanks so much for listening, and stay chaotic.